Hello, Facebook. So, I've been reading the Tao Te Ching a lot lately. It's been feeling really necessary to read a lot of spiritual text, to do a lot of meditation and contemplation, to spend time going inward, feeling my own truth. And I want to share that with you more. I did a Sunday sermon in my women's group a couple weeks ago, and it was really nice. I hope to keep this really short. And I'm going to start by saying this is Ursula Le Guin's rendition of the Tao. It's not actually her translation. She combed through prior translations and created this really beautiful version of the Tao that I find honors the feminine in a way that a lot of translations don't. What I notice in what very little I know of Taoism itself as a religion is that it falls into the exact same pitfalls that a lot of religions fall into, being prescriptive, saying what you're supposed to do. I see the Tao as a descriptive text. It is giving information and saying what is true. In my opinion, if you read the Tao and you hear, oh, I'm supposed to do something, then you miss the message. And so that's how I want to anchor this, is that this is for consideration. This is not to tell you what to do with your life. This is just information to consider and see, like, what would I do with this information? So this is verse 79. Ursula has titled it Keeping the Contract, which I think is really cool. After a great enmity is settled, some enmity always remains. How to make peace. Wise souls keep their part of the contract and don't make demands on others. People whose power is real fulfill their obligations. People whose power is hollow insist on their claims. The way of heaven plays no favorites. It stays with the good. Okay, if that doesn't relate to the last 2 weeks in America or to the last 4 years in America, I don't know what does. After a great enmity is settled, some enmity always remains. Always remains. Once you've been angry, injured, harmed by someone, forgiving is beautiful, and I do it for me, but forgetting, that's kind of the other side of this. And so it seems like such powerful knowledge to have for this time. And again, we're going to consider it information rather than mandate or telling you what to do. This is just information of some things that are available, right? That's how I like to phrase it when I'm talking to clients. Like, there's an opportunity here, there's something available to you here, but it's not right or wrong what you choose. You're just going to choose what you choose. The important part is that it's a choice, right? That you have all of the information, and then you can make a choice based on knowing all the information rather than making a choice with a tunnel vision or blinders on. So how to make peace. Wise souls keep their part of the contract and don't make demands on others. I love the word demands here is really important, I think, because something that I see a lot is demand is sourced from entitlement. And one of the things I'm seeing in our culture right now is that there's like I have earned something. I'm entitled to something because I've suffered so much, right? And so that's making this whole loop of like suffering is the way to deserve, right? And so the more I suffer, the more I deserve. Is that what it is? Is that how they're linked, right? And when those things are linked in your experience of your past, they're going to be linked going forward as well. Again, just information. So demand is sourced from this entitlement, and what Ursula seems to be calling us to is the understanding that she uses the word obligations. People whose power is real fulfill their obligations. People whose power is hollow insist on their claims. For me, I would do another rendition of her rendition, because I don't speak ancient Chinese either, or read it. People whose power is real assume their responsibilities. People whose power is hollow insist on their claims. The real power is in whether or not I take responsibility. And an abdication of responsibility is a commitment to myself as not having power, right? So if I'm saying I will not be responsible for this, I'm actually saying, and I also believe that people in power should act responsibly. What I'm saying is forevermore, I do not have power. And so people whose power is hollow insist on their claims. They say, you're supposed to do it. You do it. You do it. But people whose power is real take up their own responsibility. And the thing, it's not, it has no flavor of duty or obligation. It's like the joy of being human is to be able to take responsibility and shape my environment in this way. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's joyful for me to shape my environment this way, for me to act on my environment, to tend it. People garden for fun, right? And that's so much responsibility. People get pets for fun, and that's so much responsibility. But people whose power is real consider their life in terms of how am I shaping my life? And people whose power is hollow insist someone else is shaping my life, and it's up to them to do it. They do it, they do it. The way of heaven plays no favorites, and here's where I'm gonna do another little rendition augment here. The way of heaven plays no favorites. It stays with the good. I wanna amend that last line. The way of heaven plays no favorites. It honors integrity. And this comes back to my understanding of integrity. A lot of people think integrity is doing the right thing when no one's looking. Well, okay, what's the right thing? For me, that just falls apart right there. Everyone's doing the thing that they think is the right thing to be doing, no matter who's looking or not. And so that definition of integrity doesn't work for me. But the definition of integrity that I use is like the structural integrity, right? If I said that structure has integrity, you would know it's safe for you to climb on it. Like, it is what it's representing itself to be. And so this is what I see, again, as an opportunity in this sphere where we're all advocating for understanding of diversity, where we're all advocating for kind treatment of others, to end oppression, all of those things. To be in integrity, the way that you ask for those things has to be in honor of the result that you want to see in the world. So how does my treatment, how does me asking for good treatment of people who are different from me, how can I treat the people who are different from me in whether they believe that or not, in a way that honors the result that I want, because I'm shaping my environment. I keep the contract. I am here to fulfill my responsibility, that treating people well, whether they agree with me or not, is a part of life that I deserve. I deserve to be treating you well, even if you disagree with me. And so the way, right, is what Lao Tzu and this text talks about, like God or the universe or the higher power, like the way, reality, what is. It plays no favorites. It honors integrity. So the thing that you are is the thing that you're going to get back from the way, from the universe, from the earth, from reality. What you are energetically, and how much agreement there is between how you're presenting in the world and the thing that you're doing in your life. That's what integrity is. And so the way is going to honor your integrity. So as much as you are in harmony with yourself, that's the harmony that you're going to see in the world. As much as you are living the values, that's the way that you're going to see the values present in the world. Yeah. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It still feels really incomplete for how I understand it, but this is the best I can do, and I'm just going to let it be imperfect, because that's part of my integrity, is that I'm not right about everything, and I don't have to be right about everything. There's so much that's unknown, like what we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean, And it's okay to not have answers. When I encounter the unknown, that's when my understanding is complete, right? The part of me that's just like loosely holding, like there's that thing, there's the piece that I don't understand, there's the unknowable piece. That's how I know that I understand the whole piece here, because I can see the piece that's unknowable. And so we'll leave it here. I love you all. Been a hard week, I think, in the collective, lots of anxiety. And so just how much gentleness can you give yourself today? Can you take a hot bath? Can you put lotion on your skin in the mirror and love how your body looks the whole time? How can you really treat yourself and comfort yourself? Can you have massage with someone, touch with someone? What nourishment do you need today? A favorite meal, maybe? All right. I hope you get it. I'm here to chat if you want to talk. Okay. Love you. Bye.